So if you're in your menstrual years, one of the most important things to be aware of when you come to practice is if you are menstruating, be a completely different practice to when we're not menstruating. If you're menopause and beyond, then really working with the moon cycle is also important. And we'll talk more about that in the meditation classes. And what I'd like to share with you today, I did mention last week that we'll go very slowly throughout these 8 weeks with Kundalini Tantra and really hone the essence of the practice. So last week we began with clear perception and concentration, building that container for our inner masculine so that we feel safe enough. We can hold the space for ourselves to feel our most primal creative energy rise, Kundalini Shakti. And today what I'd like for you to explore is your inner flow and your Yoni awareness. So your inner flow of that primal creative life force, Kundalini Shakti Ma, and your Yoni. So your Yoni is that sacred Sanskrit word for your reproductive organs or the imprint of your reproductive organs. So if you've had any of the organs removed, you still have the energetic imprint of what they have created for you in your life. So the Yoni, we have the labia, the outer labia. That's why I put the picture there in the chat box. We need to be able to understand what our Yoni is, what it looks like, and start to feel what it is. We have the vagina, we have the cervix, we have the uterus, we have the fallopian tubes, and the ovaries. And very connected to the Yoni is our secondary reproductive organs, the breasts. In this practice, less focus on the breast, that's more in Venus yoga, but today it's all about the Yoni. So I have 3 questions. Do you know who Cate Blanchett is? Cate Blanchett. Who is she?
She's an actress.
Yeah,
Australian actress.
Who is Julia Gillard?
The Prime Minister. Oh, well, she was. She's the
first female Prime Minister of our country.
Yeah.
Yeah, and despite her politics, how amazing. Yeah. Who is Helen O'Connell?
Don't know.
No idea.
No.
It emphasizes the lack of reverence that we have for amazing women in our life, women from our own country, and the suppression of the juice, the best news for the world. So Helen O'Connell, she's a Melbourne neurologist, and she was the first person ever to do MRIs on women that are alive and that are in an aroused state.
Oh.
So up until that time, MRIs on anatomy were mostly done on men. Then they were done on women, but they were dead. So she did MRIs on women who are alive, and she was the first one in 2005 to discover the full picture of the clitoris. Yeah, the most essential part of the yoni. So up until her studies, the clitoris we thought was just this little bulb on the outside. And she revealed that the clitoris has 2 bulbs and then has 2 legs. And these legs go into the pelvis. On average, they're about 9 centimeters. So the same length of the average penis. That is how deep our female anatomy goes. Yeah? And the clitoris only has one purpose and one purpose alone, and that is for pleasure. And why is pleasure so important to us as human beings, not just as women, but as human beings? Pleasure is the easiest and most direct route to source energy, to Kundalini Shakti Ma. It's in moments of intrinsic pleasure that we feel the presence of primal energy. Yeah? And our reproductive organs, in the tantric world, we say that the yoni and the lingam, the male reproductive organs, are there for procreation, pleasure, and samadhi, ecstatic bliss, unification with life and all that is. So it's so important as women in the female form, when we have this female form, we have a yoni or we have the imprint of a yoni, that we direct our awareness here. This is where Kundalini Shakti is is tapping on the door. It's latent at the base of the spine, just in front of the cervix, but it is the clitoris and those deep legs that go 9 centimeters into the body that are tapping on the door of Kundalini Shakti. So today we're really going to focus our awareness down there, deep into the yoni and into the cervix. Yeah, and we'll be just doing a few poses like last week, so you can really get a direct experience of the feelings that are going on down here in your body. So we start to feel that inner flow. Okay? So before we do all that, we want to create an ambience within our group and within yourself of just letting go, of warming up your body, just feeling free, trusting yourself, trusting me to guide you. Because for most of us, you know, talking about the yoni, talking about the clitoris and the cervix, it's not something we're comfortable with. You here, maybe, but the mass consciousness of women. Yeah, so we really need to just get into that kind of flow state on the external world to begin with. For sure, it's been so suppressed. So in these 8 weeks, it is time to let go of those shackles that have kept our pleasure, that have kept our source energy from rising. Yeah. So let's go into practice now, and we can talk more about this at the end of class and throughout the 8 weeks. So our first practice in the Kundalini Tantra is to tune in, and we'll do that with humming. And we'll do this for 3 minutes. Then we'll stand up and we'll shake and release. So you're just shaking out any tension in your body. Today we're moving into a dance of aliveness. So just free flowing movement to dance. Then we'll come and sit down and do the asana practice and the mudra practice. Yeah? Take a long, deep inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. And inhale to begin. Keep humming now, 2 minutes, directing that vibration down through your body to the yoni. When you're ready, we'll stand up and we'll begin the shaking ritual. So this is a deep allowance now, a deep letting go of any tension, mental, physical, or emotion that you're holding. Keep allowing yourself to go deeper. Let the shake go 9 centimeters into your body. So the next practice now is to move your body with a sense of aliveness and freedom. Whatever joy, whatever juiciness you're starting to notice in your body, really amplify this.
I am now one with everything. I am the soul force.
Good. Feel that soul force now. Where is it in your body? Feel the juice. Breathe it in. Celebrate it.
Has disappeared.
Gather it in. Very gently now, bring your hands into the Yoni Mudra. Your thumbs gently meet at your navel, index fingers joined together. Awareness of the Yoni. Under your pinky fingers, feeling the energy of the ovaries or the imprint of the ovaries. And make gentle circles. Now, I can't see any of you on your screens. I can see your wall, your bed, your rainbow, your TV. So if you feel comfortable, just bringing your hands now onto the mound of the reproductive organs here, the pubis mound, and just feel around for the bulb, for that head of the clitoris. Using your hands just to become aware of the head of the clitoris. Just a gentle hand placement. Bring your breath to the clitoris. And if you feel comfortable, just very gently make a clockwise circle. For some of us, the clitoris can be hypersensitive. It can be sore or painful. So use your breath and just very gently massage. Bring more blood flow to the head of the clitoris. Exhale out through the mouth. For some of us, there's a sense of shame or guilt or feeling naughty, whatever it is that you're noticing, whatever thoughts or feelings, be with them and breathe them through yourself. For some of you, you might feel pleasure, you might feel giggly. Be with everything. The energy-freeing pose. So as you take this pose, also stay with the awareness of your yoni and your clitoris. And as women, we have that gift that our brain can multitask effortlessly. And just coming into some gentle pelvic tilts here. So massaging now the sacrum. And as you do this, drawing awareness from the sacrum to the head of the clitoris. So your awareness is passing through the yoni and those 9-centimeter legs of the clitoris. Keep breathing through your experience. Gently rocking the sacrum. Finding that inner flow of movement, flow of your breath. And on your breath is riding your prana, your life force energy. And finally, drawing awareness now to the cervix, the neck inside the yoni. If you've had a hysterectomy, then you're just imagining that the cervix is there. And as we inhale, we contract the right and left sides of the cervix. Exhale, relax and release. If you're new to the practice, you might not be feeling very much. That's okay. You might be feeling heat. You might be feeling the flow of blood. Be aware of your feelings, your sensations. Good. From this place now, we're going to begin our forward and back movements of the spine. Inhale forward, exhale back. Keep your awareness on the yoni, the clitoris, the head, the bulbs, and the legs. Find a natural breath and really open all of your spine here. So now we're going to really open the chest and particularly the energetic heart space. So we're more open, more accepting, more forgiving of ourselves in this experience of raising Kundalini Shakti. If you're familiar and feeling comfortable, as you exhale, you're going to lift perineum, squeeze cervix. So you do your Mula Bandha, your energy seal on the exhale to really focus the energy in the yoni. Good. So I'll just bring you into the circle. Anybody want to share what they're feeling? Are you starting to feel something? The base. Yeah. Are you feeling a heat? Yeah. Are you feeling a tingling sensation? Yeah. Good. Do you feel like you want to giggle? Some of you do. Good. Okay, so shake the legs out. For some women, especially some of you are teachers and facilitators, they're not going to feel much. And they're thinking, when's the yoga coming? When are we doing the poses? Yeah? And that's fine. There is a time and place for that yoga. But if you want that true inner bliss, that deep sense of awakening your feminine energy, we have to do these deeper practices. Long, deep breath. And exhale, drawing both hands to the earth. As you tuck the back toes under, squeeze the sit bones and lift the perineum. Squeeze the cervix. Feel the energy draw upward. You're feeling comfortable with that way to do the energy seal. Now, as you exhale, lift the perineum. Mula Bandha, harnessing the blood and the energy at the base of the body in the yoni. Lifting on the exhale. Few rounds. And tap into the Venus practice. Use sound. This is Kundalini Tantra. Breath, movement, and sound. Be primal with your sounds. Use the breath, use sound. And do 3 more cat curls, undulations, and resting on the earth. If you like, spreading your knees nice and wide and lengthening the adductor muscles, inner thigh muscles, nice and wide with your legs, pressing back. With that, feel that stimulation. Reclaim your body, the power of your body. Reclaim that by feeling it, bringing your awareness here. Moving the breath now through the 3 parts of the torso. Use your hands to guide the breath up. Exhale, guide the breath down. Front and side and back of the body. Smile to yourself. Bathe in the energy that you're moving, the inner flow. Pause the breath. Keep relaxing. Keep opening the inner part of yourself. And exhale. And taking deep yoni breaths here. Bringing awareness back into the intrinsic pleasure, the true power of being a woman. 8,000 nerve endings of the clitoris. Once we can feel that abundance, that exuberant pleasure, we're able to share that, encouraging ourselves to stay in our truth, that we do have this divine form that's full of pleasure. That is its only purpose. And one of the quotes from this book is, "Wake up, my love. You are walking asleep, and there is no safety in that." In order to build that inner trust, we talked about in Venus Yoga 2, self-sourcing, creating that sense of inner trust. We have to wake up the truth of our body, that inner pleasure. We've got to get rid of that Brahma Granthi that says pleasure comes from the outside. No, it doesn't. The pleasure comes from you, your body.